Got sound effects.
Woo.
Oh. Welcome to Get Offset. My name is Emily.
And I am Michelle Sullivan.
Yeah, and if you've been listening to this podcast for a while, you might know Michelle, but if not, Michelle and I are childhood friends. We moved to Nashville at the same time. We didn't talk for like 4 years, and then we became best friends again.
It's the best, isn't it? Dysfunction at its greatest and its most beautiful.
It's okay, because what
Look at us now. Just look at us now.
I always say, you mess up in the middle of a show, nobody remembers. It's what you do on that last note.
It absolutely is.
And I will mess that one up as much as I can.
Good.
Mm-hmm. So,
well, Emilio.
Yeah, Michelle. Mitch.
Mitch.
Does the When We Were Young Fest have fangs?
Absolutely not. As far as I can tell, just by look, I don't think there's going to be a fang on this list, but we're going to find out, right?
I might find a fang or two here.
Okay.
But we'll see. So for those who don't know what fangs are, you may never.
It's kind of a top secret operation as far as fangs go, but
it's like a feeling. It's a vibe.
It's a feel. Yeah, it's a thing. It's like, when something has fangs, it means it's like fucking badass.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's tough. Without trying,
Yes.
Right?
And this is try hard a little bit. Sorry for everyone who wanted to go. I'm sure it's great. The thing is, it was like, what, one stage and three, I think we made it 3 days, but like one stage and like 100-something bands, like that's insane and unsafe.
Like that sounds like my hell. Like there's nothing I would rather do less than go to an emo festival on one stage
in Las Vegas.
Like, what could be worse? But people are eating this shit up, aren't they? They're like,
it's because there are a lot of bands that are very nostalgic for people, not us, but people our age.
But people our age. We were not these kids, but we knew a lot of them. We played in bands with them.
Yes, we dated them.
You may have. Did I?
Oh,
okay, right. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, there was an emo in there.
No, I mean, I did too. Ryan Brinkman.
Yeah, Ryan Brinkman. I forgot about him.
Yeah. I wish I could forget about him. I forget about him most days. But
oh my god, I totally forgot about that.
So the name When We Were Young, does that have fangs?
No, because it's basically just claiming you're old as fuck. Like you're talking about like, when are our glory days of emo in the early aughts? Like that's sad to me.
It's like when I think of the phrase When We Were Young, I think about like, that Bright Eyes band, The Killers. I'm not Miss Brightside band.
When we were young.
Yeah, no. The most subtly Christian rock band.
Are they Christian?
They're Mormons.
What the fuck? Are you kidding me?
Oh, I'm not kidding.
I mean, I don't really know anything other than that song, but like,
Mr. Brightside. Yeah, they're Mormons.
Mormon rock. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
She doesn't look a thing like Jesus.
Yeah.
So the first band on this lineup is My Chemical Romance, a band. I could not tell you a single MCR song, but I can tell you how they dress.
Okay, I'm gonna Google them. Hang on. Let me see what I got here. All right.
People are really excited about the My Chemical Romance. I think it's because they took a very long break.
Okay. Let's see. All right. So, My Chemical Romance. Oh, you know who loved this band? Moondog. Now that I'm looking at, oh god, yeah. She loved this shit. They had like a really she used to play it in the car all the time in high school, and it's like, they did like a rock opera, right? Like some it was like operatic, like weird shit. Okay,
it's very dramatic music, but that's a lot of emo.
Okay, so they have like little matching black Sgt. Pepper outfits on here.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
it's like goth Sgt. Pepper.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. I don't think these guys have fangs. Rock operas in general, like, I mean, I like a good concept album. So that kind of has Fangs, I guess. That takes work and talent, right?
I think a concept record has Fangs. Like,
A
can
concept
have
album
Fangs
has
if it's
Fangs.
done. If it like is cohesive but not camp. Like, I think it's really easy for a concept record to be like inflated with ego. Like the amount of
Absolutely.
hubris required to make a
But that's
concept
like,
album.
I appreciate the douchiness of that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it takes Fangs to do something that's stupid. So,
I mean,
My
Exile in
Chemical
Guyville
Romance.
is a concept record.
What'd you say?
Exile in Guyville is a concept record.
That's true. That's true. And one of the greatest.
Yeah, one of the greatest.
So, I don't know. Okay. Concept albums, Fangs. My Chemical Romance, no Fangs for me.
I don't have enough knowledge of their music.
I don't
but
either, but I'm gonna this section of Fangs is mostly just me judging by your band name. My Chemical Romance, the band name, does not have Fangs. That is so stupid. Like, what is that even a reference to? Probably something really stupid.
It feels like one of those roll the dice kind of names, or like one of those like what's your rap name generator? Childish Gambino and I don't know. One of those other guys, Post Malone. Those are both names literally came from the "What's Your Rap Name" generator.
That's amazing. Yeah, we did one. The aforementioned Moondog, or another Ohioan that I went to. She went to a different high school, just like me and Emily. That was a weirdo rocker. We had we made a fake bluegrass band, and we used a bluegrass name generator, and we called ourselves the Happy River Grass Cutters.
Oh my god.
That's the name that came up.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the Happy River Grass Cutters. All right, moving along. That name has Fangs.
I'm sorry, I'm making my hip hop name.
What's your hip hop name? Put it in.
I'm figuring it out.
Do you have a generator?
I have the generator open. Write me some names.
Okay. I want to find out my hip hop name.
Ted Led is the first name. Lavender Ted.
Oh, I like Lavender Ted.
Bundy Mundy.
Ooh. Okay. Let's see what mine is.
Lemon Lou.
That's you.
Simply Emily H.
Do I have to type it in?
It's like a lot of stuff.
Do I have to type in the names to?
You have to answer a bunch of questions. Tots Ted. Liz Lou. All right, I'll do it for you. What's your favorite TV character?
TV character. Let's see. Fuck. Okay. Shit. Now I'm like all frozen.
First thing that comes to mind. First thing comes to mind.
First, I don't remember characters' names. I don't know. Let's pick a cartoon. Oh, Bobby Hill.
Bobby Hill.
Bobby Hill. Hey, Dave.
Michelle Sullivan. Name of a criminal. This should be easy for you.
Let's just fucking go. We can't go straight. Oh, let's do Dahmer because he's so popular right now. You know, everybody.
Something really pleasant.
Marijuana. Cannabis. Dope.
Childhood pet name.
Beefer.
Yeah. I forgot
Beaver.
The first one is Da Real Michelle.
That's stupid.
This is great. Bobby Lobby.
Oh yeah, Bobby Lobby.
Cool Sullivan. Michelle Adana.
Okay.
Fangs Face Michelle.
What is it?
Fangs Face.
Fangs Face. That's it. I'm Fangs Face Michelle.
This is Abs Fangs. Inspector Fangs.
Oh, Inspector Fangs. That's it. Wait, so what are you, Lulu Lemonade?
I forgot. I forgot what it was already. They were so bad. Okay. They were so bad. All right, let's get back on track.
All right, let's get back. So those are hip hop names.
The next band is Paramore, which as a name I think has Fangs.
I think that name has Fangs.
Yeah.
They were like kids when they started and shit, right? They're from Franklin, Tennessee, which means they're like rich kids. So
religious, highly religious. Another
rich kids. So they wouldn't have hung out with us in high school.
No, well, I mean,
maybe
I can't really talk about rich kids in high school. To be fucking honest. my childhood house. Not my fault. Whatever.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'm not pretending I didn't come from an upper middle class family.
Emily has an upper middle class family. I'm fucking trash. So
I love you so much.
I love you too, Emilio. You guys took me on vacations that my family couldn't afford to take me on. So.
And you know what? They were the best vacations I went on.
Best vacations of all time.
Oh my God. We wrote so many songs.
We did write some amazing songs. All right. So Paramore, name, Fangs. I always am going to support, there's a lady in the band. And
I have a soft spot for them. They weren't my thing.
Are they pop songs? I know a couple of their songs. So, okay, Paramore, let's give them some Fangs.
Let's give
Paramore.
Paramore's got Fangs.
Paramore has fangs, I guess. Hayley Williams, Fangs.
This next one that cracks me up because I liked their singles. AFI, A Fire Inside.
Okay, Emily's given AFI Fangs.
I think I kind of have to.
So all I remember is that guy's really bad hair.
I don't remember anything about them, but I remember
Look up. That's all I remember. I don't know any of their songs. That guy's hair does not have fangs.
Oh no!
Isn't that good?
That is like the swoop to end all swoops in the bang.
Isn't it like really long?
It's a very long swoop bang and very short. It's like a reverse mullet.
Yeah. It's horrific. Okay, AFI. Emily says Fangs. AFI. I say 0 Fangs because I hate that hairdo so much.
It's so bad. I don't remember the hair.
And these, what?
I don't remember any of these
songs. Were these songs on the radio?
I guess. Maybe they were on MTV sometimes.
Yeah.
VH1, let's be honest.
VH1, yeah. A VH1.
I had friends who liked them, but I think AFI though. I think it was either AFI or POD. I think it was AFI.
POD, that was they're like a Christian rock band.
There was this review of them in like Rolling Stone or something when they came out with their new record, and the review said something like, when you review a record, I try to imagine the band like listening to it in the studio and thinking, this kicks it, this kills it. And he's like, I can't fucking imagine somebody thinking that about this record.
No. I haven't even heard the record. I've already decided. What is it? A Fire Inside? Where do they get these names? Like,
where did
this music come from?
They throw a slice of Swiss cheese on a page of a book and pick the names that are in the holes.
Like, how did we get from Promise Ring and Jawbreaker and Rites of Spring and shit being emo to A Fire Inside? I don't understand the transition of emo.
That's a better name than My Chemical Romance. Next is The Used.
The Used.
I like that band name. Didn't that guy date Kelly Osbourne?
At least she was of age, because I figure most of these guys probably dated 12-year-olds. Sorry.
I feel like...
Okay, so that guy dated Kelly Osbourne.
He did. He actually dumped her because he didn't want to be known as Ozzy Osbourne's son-in-law or something.
Why not? I would love to be Ozzy Osbourne's son-in-law. How do I be Ozzy Osbourne's son-in-law?
Marry Kelly
Osbourne. Okay.
Or the other one?
See what she's up to. Yeah. I want to be the son-in-law. So.
Hey, it's easy. This I've never heard of Bring Me the Horizon. Have you?
Bring Me the Horizon.
I've heard of Vertical Horizon.
Vertical Horizon.
Horizon has fangs.
They do, yes. Vertical Horizon. Fangs.
I don't know this band enough to make.
It's just a terrible name.
Bring me the horizon.
Bring me the horizon. I must have the horizon.
Dr. Evil. The horizon. I'm looking up pictures, no bells, but they're like, oh my God. Are those tattoos? Or is that,
now I have to look it up. What are we looking at here?
Bring Me the Horizon singer seems to have tattoos of just text all across his chest.
Shit.
And that does not have fucking fangs.
What? No. Hang on. I'm looking it up. Bring Me the Horizon. Oh, Jesus.
One of the pictures is of the guy shirtless, and
shirtless does not have fangs ever. Shirtless singer, 0 fangs. I mean, unless you're a hardcore guy, I guess. Oh my God, this is hilarious. He's got, it is that tattoos or is that a tattoo shirt?
I can't tell. It looks like it has a
He's got
theme.
cross earrings.
Can somebody tell me in the comments, are these real tattoos?
Are these real tattoos? And like, does he look like a newspaper with like a bleeding heart coming out of his chest in real life?
I'm seeing another picture of him with like, you can see like he's got like the slit going all the way down. It doesn't look like he has like letter tattoos all across his
In
body.
every photograph, then he's got this fucking same shirt on then. Because I'm looking at like multiple photos and he's got the text. It's like one of those, like, like the Halloween sleeves that you get that have like fake tattoos on them. That's literally like, that's what this looks like to me.
Right. I'm seeing other ones that look like it has like a big like skull with wings. And then
skull
like top,
with wings.
and then like a web also.
Okay, bring me the horizon. 0 fangs. Not even like one fang. Like none.
This guy alone would win a game of tattoo bingo, dude. Roses, webs.
He just got the whole wall.
Wings, cherubs. Yeah, the little skull cherubs.
Fuck yeah.
Flames, a shark biting into an arm. That's actually pretty cool.
That's good.
Yeah. I'm going to say no.
No, 0 fangs.
I'm a little conflicted about this next one. Taking Back Sunday has songs I actually know.
Yeah, I know a few of those too.
Like, I liked them too.
Not well, but I remember. Oh no! Sorry, I just dropped my charger for my computer, but we'll get it later.
I thought you dropped your box of wine.
No, that's safely right next to me.
Oh my god!
Priorities.
Actually, you know what? The thing about Taking Back Sunday is I always confuse them with another band on this list, All American Rejects.
I liked them. They had fangs. They had like
they're the same band in my mind's eye. I don't know which is which.
All American Rejects were cute though. That's the way I liked them.
Cute?
Yeah. All American Rejects were cute.
They are just in my brain. They're the same band, and I probably am always thinking of All American.
Okay,
pictures.
Taking Back Sunday is like that's like true like shitty emo. Okay, All American Rejects were like a boy band, but like power pop kind of.
Yeah, I like All American Rejects.
I liked them. I thought they were cute. I saw them a few years ago. On accident. I don't remember. I think I met one of the guys in the band. I think it was like a guitar player or something. And I went and saw them play with Blink-182, topical, a couple years ago. And Blink-182 was not my thing, but it's not for me. Like they had like a flaming sign I remember behind them that said like balls or like shit or like fuck or something behind them. I don't remember what it said, but it was like something really stupid. It was like flamed behind them and it was just like balls. Can somebody tell us what the sign says behind? Like, what is their sign? The Blink-182 sign. I'm
actually kind of convinced at this point that I've just like for the past 20 years confused Taking Back Sunday and my All American Rejects. I just always thought Taking Back Sunday was All American Rejects.
Yeah. Okay. Taking Back Sunday, no fangs. All American Rejects, we're giving them fangs. I don't know why, but
we are.
Those sweet pop tunes. I don't even remember it was like swing, swing on the tables of my heart.
Swing. Yeah, I know that one. I know. Yeah. Which was I'll tell your dirty little secret. Is that them too?
I think that's All American Rejects.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
We like them, whether we want to admit it or not. Okay, we're gonna give them fangs.
We know the songs; they're in our brain. Yeah. Alkaline Trio.
Alkaline Trio.
I remember seeing their videos on VH1, but I don't remember them at all.
I don't remember them at all. Skip them.
Dashboard Confessional.
Fangs!
Chris Herrera can get it.
Fangs. Okay, here's why Dashboard Confessional has fangs. Scott Shaneback from The Promise Ring plays bass for Dashboard, so therefore they do have some emo cred. Yeah. Chris Kraba's a nice guy. I recorded at his house once, so let's give him some fangs.
I wish he never wrote the lyric, "Your hair is everywhere," though.
Your hair is...
Jesus. I'm just gonna go to the bands that I
go to the bands that, yeah.
Car Seat Headrest.
Car Seat Headrest. They're on Matador, correct?
That or Sub Pop. I think Sub Pop.
Sub Pop?
Maybe.
Okay. For some reason,
Yeah.
I thought they were a Matador band. But it's like
Yeah.
one kid, right? It's like a little guy, like a little nerdy guy.
Will something? Yeah.
It's like, I just, yeah.
I'm gonna give them Fangs
Let's give
because
them Fangs because
his live band is a band called Naked Giants, and they sure as shit have fangs.
Okay, so we know. Okay, car seat headrest is
Different
that?
thing.
I remember listening to it, and it kind of like had some GBV pavement ish to it when it came out,
Oh,
and I kind of dug it.
totally.
Yeah,
Ton
I
of
kind of
Pavement
dug
vibes.
it. It's
It's
like
also,
kind of my
I think,
speed.
the youngest band on this list.
Probably. I mean, these guys are all like fucking old as shit by now. I wonder. I gotta know what these guys what they look like. You know, I can't wait to see like, are they gonna be like still like with the dyed black hair and shit, but like chubby and I can't wait to see what they're wearing.
Some of them, like from what
I
I
want to
saw, a
see them
lot of
try
them
to fit in
still
them
look
skinny
pretty
pants.
ripped. A lot of them still
They
look
look
really ripped
ripped?
to me. Yeah.
How?
I don't
Okay.
know. Maybe they married someone who gave them the ability to have a gym membership.
Somebody who had a gym membership because they aren't making any money anymore, so they had to get like
marry up.
Yeah, marry up. These guys married up like my wife has a gym membership. Gotta marry this girl.
I'll marry her. She got free +1 on Tuesdays.
+1 at the Y.
That's a good one, man. Shit.
Yeah.
All
How'd
right.
you meet your wife? Well, she had a gym membership,
Yeah,
and I was getting fat as fuck.
I was losing some definition. I needed
you know, the used aren't doing so well anymore.
Why is our emo accent fucking Bobby from? Oh my god! Whatever. Avril Lavigne. Oh man, I loved that first record she did, dude. I love it so much.
I was mad at her though because like, okay, so you know we dressed like little assholes back in the day, but like
sure did.
I wore a fucking tie to school before that happened, and I used to wear like my Dickies jacket like with like a name tags like Bob on it and like a tie, and I like had like my rubber bracelets and shit. Like, so when she came, I was like, people would be like Avril Lavigne, and I would be like, fuck her.
But it's a good pop record.
It's good pop songs. I mean, now I'm gonna give Avril some Fangs. Plus, what is she like? One of 2 women on this lineup so far. So
yeah,
she gets
literally. I think total, honestly.
Total. There are 2 women at the When We Were Young festival. When we were young, there were not.
I'm sorry. There's at least 3 because I see Paris on here, and I'll give them Fangs.
Okay, we're gonna. I don't know who they are, so Fangs for Paris, but.
Yeah, but Avril, she wrote "Breakaway" for Kelly Clarkson.
Okay.
And I think that's one of her best songs. And like, it makes me so mad when you're like, oh, so and so wrote that song for so and so. I'm like, fuck, I can hear it.
Yeah,
I can really hear it.
Who wrote "Since You've Been Gone"? Because that's like a fucking Guided by Voices song.
Oh my god, it's like Motor Away.
Yeah, it is. It really like, yeah, since you've been gone.
Oh
it does.
God.
It sounds like it's on like fucking Alien Lanes or some
shit. It's Dr. Luke and Max Martin. Ew. Let me just Dr. Luke and Max Martin.
Never mind.
Yeah, Dr. Luke cannot get it.
Yeah, fuck Dr. Luke.
Fuck Dr. Luke. I'm seeing a lot of bands I don't know, and then Bright Eyes. I think sober Connor Oberst has a better chance. I'm worried.
I just hate his voice. I have since everybody loved Bright Eyes, but I just can't stand that.
Michelle, one of your favorite bands is fucking The Hold Steady.
I know, but it's different when it's Craig Finn, okay?
It's different when it's Craig Finn. It's different when it's David Berman.
It's different when it's David Berman. Connor Oberst is, Lydia and I. There's like we had this playlist that would come in in the car all the time, and that one song that kept coming on was "I Want to Love Her, I Don't Have to Love." You don't remember that?
Ugh.
Yeah.
You know, one thing I really don't like about Connor Oberst is that when he was in Cleveland, he said, "Is this the place with the shitty chili?"
No, that's not the place with the shitty chili.
That's not the place where the shitty chili is, and that chili is not shitty. It's just regional.
It's a delicacy.
It's
our chili is a delicacy. Don't talk about that. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
0 Fangs. No Fangs, Connor Oberst.
No thanks. Here's one that I've heard the name of, Anne Boleyn.
I've heard. I don't like that name.
I don't like it either. No thanks.
No thanks. Sorry, Anne Boleyn.
TV Girl. Weren't you in a band called TV Sisters?
TV Sisters? I didn't know there was a band called TV Girl. But yes, I was in a band called TV Sisters. But
I think
I'm not in TV Girl.
I dislike bands with name that have the name like girl in the name or woman in the name, and then are just all men.
And it's guys, I know. See, at least TV Sisters, I was in the band, but that was two dudes.
Do you remember that terrible indie band Black Girls? And it was all white guys?
Let them name that band.
Who approved that? Who signed them? Shame.
Black Girls, Jesus. It's terrible.
Terrible name. Oh, they changed their name. What did they change it to? Come on. Just, it doesn't say in the meta description. They changed their name to Ricky Shay.
Ricky Shay?
That still sounds racist. I don't know why.
I don't know. It just feels racist.
No,
it sounds like too much like Ricky Skaggs, who is racist.
Oh,
or probably. I'm just assuming. Sorry, Ricky Skaggs, if you're not racist.
Ricky Skaggs. I don't know.
Like a dobro player. He really likes Donald Trump.
Oh, odds are high. That's Ricky.
Yeah. Ricky Shay, Ricky Skaggs, Black Girls, Trump. It's all coming together.
I feel like I've met one of his like nephews or some shit once.
Ricky Skaggs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's lots of Skaggs folk. Nope, that's Lucas Skaggs. Let's see. Ricky Shay, not big enough to have a Wikipedia page. They're also not on this lineup, so why are we talking about them?
Yeah, they're not on the one. We're just talking about racist band names at this point.
This band absolutely has Fangs. The Linda Lindas.
Yeah, the Linda Lindas. Most Fangs.
And they are like second from the bottom bill.
Fuck that. They should be headlining.
Actually, they're about the same level as Hawthorne Heights on this bill.
Yeah, Hawthorne Heights. Ohio is for lovers.
Dude, I remember my first band, I was like, we should name our band Clifton Heights because I just thought it had a good ring to it.
That
like,
does.
no, that's a stupid name. And then Hawthorne Heights got really big like 2 months later. I was like, you fucking asshole.
Stop that. Hang on, my computer charger, I need to plug him in.
Plug him in.
I'm going to plug him in.
Feed him.
Feed the boy. Him. I gotta feed this little sad little boy. He just needs a little something to eat.
Yeah, Hawthorne Heights. I'm giving Fangs for being from Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on. I'm gonna put this around me. Check this out. Woohoo! Okay.
Better. All right. Red Jumpsuit Apparatus might take the cake for worst band name.
Oh, no shit. Yeah. Where's this even coming from? Sorry. I'm having a computer charger problemo. It's like completely, I'm wrapped. What is happening here, Amelia?
I don't know, dude. I'm not in your house.
Help me from the webcam.
I
already had enough trouble just trying to make this work. Oh, can I tell you a little bit something else about this?
Yeah. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it on this guitar podcast. I haven't talked about guitars at all.
Let me tell you about, that's not about guitars at all. Sorry, guys. I play the same guitar. I don't, unless you want to talk about my Telecaster. No, I got a Junior I've been playing the last few years.
Ooh.
But this is the funny thing. Okay, so like I'm not technologically advanced as we know. And I got very confused getting ready for this podcast today. I found out I have another USB plug on the other side of my computer. I have like 3 of them, dude.
I was going to ask if you were sure there was only one because it didn't seem possible.
There's a few.
But the thing is, I know that I was assuming you're on a Mac and those things never have enough USB chargers.
No, well, I've only got...
I was like, probably right.
I'm on a Mac.
If it was an Air, you would only have one. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know, but I figured it out. But yeah, there's a few.
There's a few. It's fine. We're good.
I got a little stressed out, but...
Dude, you were texting me about that, and I was like, I got this Korg sequencer, which is I'm out of my element. And I'm like, why isn't it connecting to my computer?
Fuck that.
I figured it out. It's because it has to be one of the first 10 MIDI devices on your computer, and I have fucking 32.
Of course you do. You're you.
30 things plugged into USB drivers. So I'm going to have to like uninstall all of them.
Meanwhile, I'm like, how do I plug in anything other than my phone?
Like, I don't know. My sequencer isn't connected to the computer.
How do I charge my phone?
I'm just like, are you sure the webcam doesn't work very well?
I got the webcam working though. Can you believe
it? You did. Yeah, you got that and the microphone. You got it all working.
Yeah.
And not like I was like about to Instacart you like a USB.
No, we didn't even need to Instacart me. It was fabulous.
It worked. So if you would like to support this podcast, we have a Patreon at patreon.com/getoffset.
Yes.
For as little as $5 a month, you get access to our exclusive Discord server. We also have merch at getoffsetpodcast.com/shop, and we're about to get a very special item that we'll talk about later.
That's true. We are. It's a very special item.
It's very special to us. Other ways to support the show is if you have a brand and would like to sponsor the show, talk to me. We'll make it work.
Talk to Emilio.
This episode of the Get Offset podcast is sponsored by Sorry Cables. Sorry Cables is based out of California, and all of their cables are really high quality. The customer service is great, and they all say sorry on the side of the connector jacks, which makes me
cables.
so happy. I've never been less surprised more surprised that a company is not Canadian.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Canadians do love to say that,
and they sound so good when they say it.
They do.
Sorry. But yeah, so tell your favorite brands about us. Like, comment, subscribe on YouTube, rate and review on iTunes. We also have this podcast available on Spotify in its video format, though I prefer you to watch it on YouTube because sometimes these episodes don't get demonetized for profanity. However, this one certainly will get demonetized for profanity.
I do have a lot of profanity to give.
Dude, me too. I've recently, so Andrew used to be on the podcast, and now it's this woman Joan, and she cusses more, and I am fine with it because I also cuss a lot. Andrew used to make me bleep out the curse words early in the podcast, and then I said, you know what, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do it anymore, and I've never been happier.
Yeah, you got to be able to be yourself, Emilio.
I'm drinking a margarita out of a mason jar.
It's very
yeah, because whenever we get together, we go to Rosario's. Is that what it's called? Is it
Rose Pepper?
Rose Pepper.
The Rose Pepper.
Rosario's is gone, and they were in Edgewood.
Oh yeah. Rosario's.
Rose Pepper. Get a chimichanga.
Yeah.
Get a fucking pitcher of margaritas.
A pitcher of margaritas and not finish them. Because
it's impossible.
It's impossible.
Someone has to drive us home.
Yeah.
Not me. Oh God, I gotta get back to Nashville so we can go to Rose Pepper.
Yes, you do. We gotta go to the Rose Pepper and
whatever else is good. I don't fucking know.
I don't know. Nothing good in Nashville.
Donatos. Did you know that they sell Donatos at Red Robin now?
What?
Yeah, so there's Seattle's Donatos.
Is it one of those things like a secret kitchen or some shit?
It's like a second kitchen, basically.
Yeah, like one of those things like during the pandemic where they had like the ghost kitchen things.
Yeah.
Do you get Donatos?
I do.
You do.
And the thing is,
remember when we were at the studio and you ordered Donatos and it took like 2 hours to get there and you were so proud when you got it.
I was like, I think I ate the whole fucking pizza myself.
Yeah, I think you did. It was good.
It was so good. I was proud of myself.
You should be.
What were we recording there?
The video. Was that when we did Little Sister?
It must have been Little Sister.
Or no, I think it might have been Little Pink Room. That live video with Hannah.
Yeah, because that took a lot longer.
Yeah, that took forever.
Because there were more people.
Pizza for that. Yeah.
There were more people. Yeah. Rest in peace, Butcher Shop.
Rest in peace. Yeah, we did the tractor shed is in business now. So
nice.
It's doing mighty good. Just made a record there.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So Michelle has music.
I do. Barely.
Is there where people can find it other than the end of some of these episodes?
The Bandcamp.
Bandcamp.
Michelle Sullivan Bandcamp.
And the All Night Boys.
And the All Night Boys. Emily is an All Night Boy. Eventually that record will come out, but I got distracted by my new career path. So
yeah, tell us about that.
So I started tour managing, which I've done like at a small level for a bit, just like club tours and stuff. But I got thrown into the gauntlet this year. Yeah. So I've been tour managing for, since with Lydia Loveless for this year. And we have been running all over the fucking country. And
mostly with who?
Drive-By Truckers.
Yeah.
Yes, one of our favorite bands. And so we have spent a lot of time with the Drive-By Truckers, and it was a hell of a summer. We had just a ridiculous time. But yeah, so it was like my first time doing like a big, a high level tour with theaters and shit like that. And it's definitely a different world than when you're doing just like a shitty minivan tour. And I learned a lot. I had a fabulous mentor over the summer who the Drive-By Truckers tour manager. He's also the tour manager for our other favorite band, the Hold Steady.
Yeah.
So Dave Burton, who's probably one of the most fabulous tour managers on the planet. He's worked with everybody you could ever think of. I mean, it just everyone. Yeah. Has Broken Social Scene, obviously Hold Steady, Truckers, but yeah. So I did a lot of learning this summer from a very interesting fellow. So we'll get to be talking about that. But yeah, so I've been running around on the road, tour managing, and just doing day-to-day management for Loveless. And a lot of that shit. So
eating oysters all across America. I got so nervous following you all on Instagram. The number of oysters you ate inland. Why are you eating so many inland?
Okay, well, there's a story about that. Like, well, there's two. I've got a few stories. So we're going to be talking some poop up in here.
And so content warning.
And content, there will be a little bodily fluid speak on the rest of it. We're taking a dark turn here. But yeah, we ate a fuck ton of oysters inland. We started the tour with Drive-By Truckers, and I want to say like Jacksonville. And we prepared for that by first of all getting the flu. And so we go to the first show with the flu, and we decided we would get oysters twice in the first 24 hours before we start playing. So we start and we're doing
mental, dude. That's mental.
I know. And trying to like we just man, I felt so bad for these poor people on tour with us. So we're doing a lot of like beach cities. We start, in Florida, and then we're like working our way up through Georgia and Carolinas, and then we make our way back down to Nashville and then start hitting back. It was a weird route. But so we started with the oysters in the coastal cities, and we're like, fucking oysters every night.
I mean, yeah, if you're going to eat oysters, eat them there, right?
Absolutely. So we started, in Florida, getting our oysters, and then we started, we had the flu, and we have we were trying to pretend like we weren't sick. Like Lydia and I were both like secretly taking COVID tests, like just like not telling each other, like, I think I have COVID. So we're like, we both thought we had COVID. We did not have COVID, but we're like sick as fuck. We get to Savannah, Georgia.
Beautiful,
which we love. We have been there many a time together.
We partied in Savannah.
We partied. We went on a tour.
We went on a trolley tour.
Oh, there's trolleys up in this story as well. So prepare. So so we go to Savannah, Georgia, and we had a day off in Savannah. So Lydia and I, it was like our third day on tour. Third day of straight oysters while being sick, pretending like we're not sick. So we go to like River Street or whatever, and we're walking, all up and down there, and we decide it's like some shitty hole in the wall. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like I don't know, but all I remember is they have like very dirty t-shirts with like something about like shucking and stuff like
that. Don't say all the
really
all
vile, really vile. So we eat there, and we had crab legs and oysters and margaritas and all kinds of shit. And we're walking back to the hotel room, and so we get really sick, and so I find out we go and we need to get a neti pot from CVS. So we're walking and I get a neti pot from CVS, and Lydia wanted to get oregano oil because she's like, somebody told us that it would make you feel better if you get oregano oil. And like,
yeah, I've heard that one from my worst ex-boyfriend. So
yeah. So she's like, go inside and see if you can get me some oregano oil. And so I go in and I'm looking everywhere. There's no oregano oil. And like, I ask a guy at CVS and I'm like, what works as oregano oil? And he's like, you get these green tea pills. And that'll probably pretty much do the same thing. And I'm like,
I don't think it would.
Okay. So we get these green tea pills. And after we get the green tea pills, Lydia and I are like, Lydia's like, all right, I'm taking them. I'm doing this. And so she took a few, or she like took some, and then I took some, and we're walking back. And it starts to get dark.
And you're blaming the green tea pills and not the oysters. Fucking killing me, dude.
Back. This is where we get to the poop. I've told this story so many times that poor Mike Cooley from the Truckers has had to hear me tell this, that he's somewhere just like blowing his brains out knowing I'm telling it. We've subjected them to it so many times. So walking back, I think green tea pills somehow cure illness. So Lydia takes them, I take some, I'm feeling fine, and Lydia
it's like
starts walking.
And
she's like, we're walking back to the hotel, and she's like, oh no.
Like, yeah, it's always, oh no.
Oh no. I'm like,
oh no.
What? She's like, I gotta go.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean? She's like, right now.
Oh my god.
So, like, there's nowhere to go. We have like a 2-mile walk back to the hotel room. Like looking around, there's like no businesses open. It's late at night. And she's like, something really bad is happening to me, Sully. Something really bad is gonna happen. And so I start fucking with her and making fun of her the whole time. And then she starts laughing and can't stop laughing.
No, that makes it worse.
She's like running back to the hotel.
When you're about to explode,
I couldn't stop like making fun of her, and then she can't stop laughing, so she's like waddling back, like holding her pencils. Like, oh,
this is peak Michelle.
So she's like, trying not to shit herself as we're walking back. And so we're walking, and then all of a sudden a trolley slows down next to us and starts honking at us. And we're like, what? Are we getting catcalled by a trolley?
It's like a historical tour trolley.
Historical tour trolley.
They're like, and that's
hey, ladies.
That's the cemetery that was desecrated by Union soldiers because some people died before they were born. There's 2 people who are about to shit their pants.
And here's 2 big titty bitches that are about to poop. On your left.
Oh my god.
So the trolley happens and she can't stop laughing and she runs into the fucking hotel room. I'm like, I'm just gonna stay outside.
Yeah, smart.
Sully, there's something, this is not normal. Something really bad is happening. I'm saying, I'm gonna Elvis. I'm gonna Elvis. And I'm like, what is Elvising? Full disclosure, Elvising means you're gonna shit so hard you die.
That's what they die on the toilet.
That's what it is. So she's Elvising. No. Then we find out, sorry, loud dogs. So Lydia's Elvising inside. And she's like, I don't know what happened to me, and I've got food poisoning. And I'm like, I eat the same thing as you, and I don't feel that sick anymore. Like, I'm not Elvising. So I don't yet. And then I'm like, what did you do? And she's like, well, I only took 4 of those green tea pills.
That's a lot of caffeine. Like, caffeine will make you shit.
Times the daily recommended
dosage
of green tea pills, and almost Elvised herself there. And that was like the second day of tour. That was the first time And that wasn't even the oysters. So that's Lydia almost died that time. The second time, we are in Omaha, Nebraska.
Dude, I have all the fucking places to get oysters. That's where
One
you get
of
them?
the drive-by truckers who shall remain nameless said,
Name and shame.
They have great oysters in Omaha. And I'm like,
no, they don't.
I mean, okay, we'll give it a shot. We go there the first time. The oysters.
I'm sorry, the first
awesome.
time.
The oysters are fucking awesome. So we go, great fucking oysters. Like, man, he was right. These are great Omaha, Nebraska oysters. We go back a second time. Lydia gets a rancid oyster. Like that, like tasted like smelled like hog shit, and she just slaps it back, and then she's like,
"Girl, no!"
And then so eats the rancid oyster, and then later on that night, two guys from the truckers are like, "Let's get dinner. We're at the oyster place."
What the fuck, guys?
So we went twice in one day after eating a rancid oyster.
She ate a rancid one, and then she went back for more? I'm sorry.
And then went back for more, and then spent the whole night drinking tequila. And then just vomiting profusely. Like,
honestly, I think the vomiting is probably better than what would have happened if that shit had stayed in her system.
Absolutely. There were so many Nebraska oysters.
Oh, no.
So yeah, so that was the first bout of food poisoning from the oyster, but we just couldn't stop. We had oysters in Canada. We had oysters in the Canadian Toronto oysters were very good. Almost so. But yeah, we did a lot of fucking oysters. There was a lot of shitting. There was a lot of puking, but we had a great fucking time.
Yeah.
And awesome. But yeah, we had fun. Those poor guys had to deal with their shit for so long. Especially
pictures. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did a number on that because the thing is, like, okay, it was the first tour either of us had done since the pandemic.
Mm.
And you have to realize, like, normally when I'm doing industry stuff, like, I'm very pro, you know, I'm working with people and the promoters and clubs and everything, very professional, you know, with the artists and whatever. So, but Lydia and I are a different story. It would be like you and me going on the fucking road and trying to act professional.
Not happening.
Well, you'll have to understand, though, this tour was the first tour either Lydia and I have done since the pandemic. Right. So we're just fucking, like, ready to just, like, go wild. So
no, I get it.
We get out there and, like, you know, usually I'm super pro, but we busted right into that first venue and are like, woohoo, y'all got any snacks? Where's the beer? Like, and the first person we come into contact with is Dave Burton, tour manager for the truckers. And he is this, like, hard-boiled, old school New York, like Brooklyn as fuck dude. And we walk in, we're like, where's the snacks? And he's like, who the fuck are you? Like, oh, and I'm like, hey, I'm Sally. I'm Lydia's tour manager. We're here. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, this guy's scary as shit. And so he's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? And I'm like, oh, well, where's the green room? And he's like, Jesus Christ, like, who are these people? We're like, where are the snacks? And he's just like, I can't. He was just dumbfounded by our stupidity. And so we're like, this guy's mean as fuck. Let's fuck with him. So that became, like, our entire thing. So, like, we're terrified of this tour manager. You know, he's the real fucking deal. I'm in there just, like, being a fucking buffoon with Loveless. Like, we're in there, like, wearing poofy party dresses, like, bottle of tequila, like, woo! Like, you know? And, this poor man, we just absolutely tortured him. But I learned so much from this guy, though, dealing with my shit. And because as it was the first time from the pandemic, we're totally, like, it's not that we weren't trying. We were just having so much fun. And we were just, like, so excited to be out of the house for the first time in, like, 2 years.
Dude, you gotta tell me, I did a fucking week tour with a bunch of dads who hadn't been away from their kids in 2 years.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what we were also dealing with. The DBT tour. Dad party. but yeah, so this poor guy just, like, and just dealing with our shit. And yeah, so we're like, okay, we're gonna start fucking with this guy. He hates us. He absolutely hates us. And so every day we would walk in, and the first thing that he would say would be, all right, here's my Burton. Get my glasses on, like dropping off my face, and he'd be like at his computer watching soccer, and he'd be like, girls, Lydia, can I get you anything? What can I get you? What can I get you? So he takes care of all of his orders. The first thing when you walk into the room, Dave Burton's like, what can I get you? And so we started thinking of just horrific things we could start asking for. Like, just terrible, like the worst things. And then it started to just be like with Lydia asking for different types of men. Like, how about, Lydia, what can I get you guys today? Like, how about some thick ass men? And he's like, what? A thick ass man? And so just different horrifying things. I think one was these are sick. We asked him for a left-handed man with a big dick. A thick-ass man. Just lots of horrible things. A left-handed man with a big dick. Yeah. So just a lot of things. We started just kind of harassing him a little bit, and then he grew to love us. And in that, he did teach me a lot of wonderful things. But the thing about Dave Burton, he works his ass off. He was out hold steady, doing the LA shows you were at. Yeah. And going back and forth with the truckers. And he had a stroke, like a massive stroke.
Backstage.
In Louisville, while the truckers at a truckers show. And this just happened about a month ago. And so it was a really, really awful thing that went down. And it was just really shocking to everybody. And, so many people love this fucking dude. And so I was really lucky, though, to get to spend a summer under his wing, his very, very snarky wing. And
snarky giving New Yorker shit. Wing, yeah.
But yeah, he taught me so much shit. So we've got a top 10 things I learned tour managing from Dave Burton.
Okay, let's hear it.
So let's see what we got here. So I think the biggest one, hang on here. So let's see here. Okay. So here we've got some things that I learned tour managing from Dave. So it was a lot. So the biggest thing that we learned, and one of the things he started to hate us for the most, is because we are always rolling in right when it would say our sound check was. So usually, the headliner are going to be, checking at like 2 or 3 or whatever. And then support, check is going to be at like 5:30. Well, once the headliner's done, that's, they'll be done at like 3:30. And so we're just taking our goddamn time, rolling in like, we're here to sound check at 5:30. Let's load in our gear. So every day he's like, TBA, like, when are you gonna be here? Like, okay, like, when are you getting here? When are you getting here? You'll be here fucking early.
It was just Lydia, right?
Just Lydia, but still,
Yeah, I know.
we take a long time, and as I'm saying, we're still riding on the pandemic wave, and like, we're fucking up everything. Like, we're late for everything. We're getting in traffic. It's just the two of us on the road in a rental car.
Yeah.
And, so finally we learned, okay, if we get there early, like while the truckers are still sound checking, we can sound check right after them and then have a bunch of time to bother Dave. So being early was one thing, like, he got on our ass about a lot. And now I'm going to be there. I don't think I've been even close to being late. I'm always a couple hours early every time, getting one of my artists there.
It is like, if you're on time, you're late.
If you're on time, you're late. You need to be 2 fucking hours early. You want to sound check, get that over with, and then you can chill. You can get dinner. Do whatever you've got to do. Yeah. And then you should check yourself into the hotel. First things first, go straight to the venue, load in, set up. And that's the other thing, like I was telling you, is like, Dave's always, what do you need? And he always would take care of our ridiculous rider. We bitched and complained about it, like kind of in joking fashion the first few days. And he would always make sure that we would have our weird cheese, our Chardonnay, our stupid like cashews and shit. He would make sure that it got done so we would stop bitching. But the other thing that we were really bad at was taking the food left over from the green room at the end of the night. We were forgetting it like every fucking night and walking out without it. And then we'd be like super hungry and we're like broke. We don't have any food. And Dave finally was just like, what the fuck? Why aren't you taking your stuff? He's like, you know I'm paying for this, right? We're like,
you know it's yours.
Oh, yeah, that's right. This is coming out of your budget. Holy shit.
Dude, yeah.
You're the opening act and you're on a big tour. And they're getting you your fucking, your wine and your fancy cheese and your dumb shit that you demand every night and your 14 boxes of throat coat. Take it with you. Take your shit with you. If you don't, Dave Burton's going to come and find you with a, like making you take it in one of his like weird little plastic bags that he pulls out of his pockets because he's got 1,000 plastic bags everywhere. And but take your shit with you. Like that comes out of the headliners, and that tour manager is working to provide all that shit for you and take care of you as an artist. And if you are lucky enough to have a Dave Burton that's going to get you your fancy ass cheese and wine and stuff every night, take all the fucking crackers. Take all the, you might say, oh, we've got 16 boxes of crackers. You're going to want the fucking crackers. Take the apples. Take the fucking...
Because it's a long drive.
It's a long drive.
Sioux City, from Omaha to fucking anywhere.
Dude, we're doing 8-hour drives some days. And that's the other thing. When you're driving yourself, you got to haul ass. And so take that fucking rider food. You will save so much money. Take everything that's coming out of, their budget. It's so fucking rude to forget it. And I feel so bad, like all of the times that I've left shit. Now I will never leave a fucking scrap. And to show, we had like rotting cheese in the backseat of the car. The cheese every night.
Maybe I get you a cooler next time too.
Yeah, right. We I think we eventually got that going on. But like, yeah, just shit like that. Take your leftover food. Like be on time. Take the extra food. And another one that I'm very guilty of. So that Burton would always bitch at me about. So we would load in. It's just me and Lydia on the road together. Loveless and I, it's just two women on the road, loading in everything by herself. Merch, we're driving. We're doing all of this shit. So at the end of the night, we're like just hanging out with the dudes and stuff. And we kind of forget to load out every single night. Like, we're like, we'll do it eventually. But we're waiting until like 2:00. We're still hanging out, 1 a.m. or whatever at the venue with the dudes and everything before the bus goes. And everybody's cleared out by then. And, finally Dave was like, every fucking night, you guys wait until there's nobody to help you to load your gear. Like, if you just did it earlier, there would be a bunch of dudes that work here helping you load, and you wouldn't have to do all of this by yourself, taking 2 hours every night.
Yeah.
Load your gear out early. Load it out early, then you can chill. Like, we were so bad at that. We're grabbing guitar and we're like tired. It's like 1:00 in the morning. Poor Patterson Hood's loading our shit out every single night. The sweetest man in the entire world.
I fucking asked someone in the band I toured with to help me load something out one night, but it was like because I was trying to be on top of it. I was like loading my stuff. I was loading their stuff. I was like, can you just take this heavy thing that I can't lift and put it in the van? And I didn't realize he had taken shrooms the moment we hopped off stage, and he just like shoves this powered mixer into the back, and all I hear is clack, 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 clack.
What the fuck?
I was like, okay, you're done. I'm excusing you. And I take out my little my headlamp or whatever, and I look, like all the fucking knobs have popped off this fucking mixer.
Oh my god!
Because he just like put it. He didn't know. Yeah. He didn't know. And I had to pull aside the guy whose it was, the singer. I'm like, just so you know, that wasn't me.
Yeah.
It still works. You're just going to need to buy new knobs. They'll cost you like $5, but you're going to need to buy new knobs for them.
Yes, you're going to have to.
He's like, I'm like, and that's the
thing.
If
you were doing it early,
they would just like hop off the stage and just go buy a beer. I'm like, guys.
Yeah, that's what we would do. Like, that's exactly exactly what we were doing every night. And it's like, we know, like with full band tours, it's so much easier because a bunch of people are like, okay, let's load. But when it's just the two of us, when you're doing, it's really fucking expensive after a pandemic to pay an entire band when you're making $500 to $1,000 guarantee every night. We've got to pay for hotels. We've got to pay for gas. We've got to pay for all of our food, everything.
It maybe breaks even.
Paying me, she's got to pay me. And then maybe breaking even. So we're just busting ass, making no money. So all this stuff it all counts, when it comes to all that kind of stuff. But seriously, you should take any piece of help you can get, whether it be from the other, the TM or from the headliners or, just anything that's being offered to you, like take it, do it then, don't wait. Because we were just like get off stage and be like, woo, like let's go get a drink. And then we're also guilty of just like running on stage and assaulting the poor drive-by truckers and singing on all their songs.
Yeah.
I'm not. That's another thing. I'm not.
But you got invited back. You got invited back for another leg.
We did. They still love us somehow. Sorry, I drank your tequila, Jay.
Oh, Jay's the sweetest.
Jay Gonzalez is the best. He actually just sent me. I asked him for a photo because to send to you of because Dave was giving us bananas all the time, and like for on the rider, Lydia doesn't like bananas, so we were just giving them back to them. But so we started writing like these horrible, like disgusting messages on the bananas, and then like leaving them for Dave.
I didn't have any context on the banana.
Okay, yeah, I sent you a banana pic. Yeah, that Jay sent me because we gave them to Dave because it said for a thick ass man on it on the banana, and we put it on Dave's desk, and hoping he would get it. But what does he do? But he takes it on the fucking bus.
Man.
For a thick ass man. And they're like, yeah, there it is. For a thick ass man. And they say like, love Lydia. Sully loves you. And like all this shit. Lydia. Yeah. So we're like writing all this stupid shit on bananas for Dave. And he just takes them onto the bus and like throws them to the guys. So they're like on their Jay goes to look for the bananas. And he's like, what the fuck? What does this one say? For a thick ass man. They didn't know it was really from us. They thought, so of course these guys are all like thinking we're leaving them love notes on bananas and they weren't from Dave because Dave didn't clarify. They were like, which one of us is the thick ass man? None of them have a thick ass.
None of them have a thick ass.
I did inspect just to make sure.
For a spangly man.
Yeah.
For the sveltest man you've ever seen.
Yeah. So, none of them. So they were all like, "Which one of us is the thick ass man?" And so, Bert. I don't even know how we got on the banana subject, but yeah. So
I don't know.
I know, but like, yeah. Basically, when take all the fucking shit you've been given, it all fucking counts. With the loading and all of that, especially just. Loading early. And another one I'm going to throw in there for, this is an important one. This one's actually a Patterson Hood tip. Always pack your gear low when you're traveling in a small car. Really low. If you get in a car accident, which we'll get into that next. Yes. If you get into a car accident, if you pack your gear high, it can fucking kill you. Like he's known people. Yeah, absolutely. You can you go as low as you fucking can. And he said that this night, I'm so glad you guys pack your gear low because that can really, I've had friends that, died this way. And so like,
you don't want a fucking guitar case just sliding right across over the back. Yeah.
So what?
Because it's so easy to just push your guitar case on the top, but don't.
Absolutely. Don't fucking do it. And that's what he said. Like, make sure you always pack it low. So what happens is we pull right out and get slammed into by a car.
We from behind or like side?
T-boned. Got fucking T-boned in a rental car. Which brings me to my next thing. Get the fucking rental insurance. Pay the extra money or else you're going to be fucked like us.
Because you might think your insurance covers it fine.
Does not. Well, very rarely.
Sometimes, but
ours did not. So always pay the extra money for that. Pack your fucking gear low. Take all of your shit.
Yeah. And I hope that since y'all weren't at fault that it would have been... But that can take time.
We're still figuring it out. It was 2 months ago.
Shit.
And yeah. So
it's the same. It's the same as if you're on a bus with beds. Don't have your head facing the front of the bus.
Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna snap your
Same
fucking
shit.
neck.
You're gonna snap your fucking neck. And when you think it's not gonna happen to you, it will. Everything that we said they're like, this never happens. It happens to me and Lydia. Okay? Like, you say,
as soon as you say it never happened,
we don't have to get the extra, or like, if you're gonna have other people driving the car in a rental, if you're gonna have other people driving the car,
the fucking car, it's $25 a day. Or total, it's really cheap, right?
It was not. It was almost. Well, because when you're gone 3 weeks, like we were in a car, it can be a couple thousand extra.
For one extra driver, I thought it was 25 a day.
Well, for almost a month.
Yeah. So, but still, it's worth it.
It's worth it.
Let's be honest.
I'm not going to throw myself under the bus there, but I may or may not have been like, we can save the money.
The moment it's the wrong person driving when there's an accident,
pay for it, or else you're going to be buying a $50,000 car one day if it gets totaled.
Busted. A fucking totaled $50,000 car. Yeah.
A totaled $50,000 car.
Right.
That's somewhere in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Fort Wayne! Sweetwater!
We got to Fort Wayne. When we were in Fort Wayne, it was one of the most boring cities I've ever been to in my entire life. And
happening there.
We found a costume shop.
Nice. Oh, I remember that. Yeah. I told you to go to Sweetwater.
All the guys went to Sweetwater. All the roadies went. Jay Gonzalez went.
Big ups to Joshua, Ryan, and let me look up my Sweetwater rep real quick.
Sweetwater rep.
Wait, where is my... Oh, is that the wrong inbox? Oh no, I'm so sorry, blank from Sweetwater. I cannot remember this man's name. Billy, Joshua, Ryan.
Look at you.
Billy, Ryan, Joshua, Tyler, my homies.
I don't have a Sweetwater rep. But
buy more stuff from Sweetwater using the affiliate code in the video description /show notes. Buy anything you want. Costs you $0 extra, but I do get a small percentage of that sale back. And that small percentage enables me to do this channel because things cost money.
They do cost money. Yeah, they do cost money. What Emilio does over here costs money.
Yes, and I charge way too little to do what I do.
Yes, you do. Yeah, Sweetwater is good. And, Sweetwater's also, they send you candy.
They send you candy.
Which is great. And I
immediately give it to my husband.
This is pretty cute. We're going to bring back Jay Gonzalez into this. We were just talking about his banana picks and that we love Jay. And
banana picks sounds...
He thought, I remember this story from when he went to Sweetwater because he went and so did all the roadie boys that the truckers just have a fabulous crew. These guys are just out of this world. Great dudes. They all went but Jay said that he thought that he got a Sweetwater rep and calls from Sweetwater because he's like, it's because I'm like in the truckers now and I'm like a big R. He thought he had like a special, like it was like he was getting calls because he was getting like special treatment.
It makes everybody feel special though. That's why
they gave me candy.
and because the thing is, like, they don't call you just to sell you more shit. They call you to be like, hey, what are you using that for? You're recording? Hey, I'd love to hear it when you're done. We're so good at that.
We're so good at that. So you're like, I'm on the famous people list now.
Dude, I'm not on the famous people list.
No, they
fucking flew me out there. And they bought me food and alcohol for 5 days.
That is really funny. Yeah, no, Sweetwater's out of control. But like, oh my God. And in the venues in Fort Wayne, like we played in the Clyde Theater. Which is really nice. Sweetwater owns it. In the back room of in the back of the venue, there are Sweetwater vending machines.
What?
Vending machines with like guitar strings and like things you might need for the show.
I love that. And I think every venue should have that. Holy shit.
Isn't that great? So they had a literal like Sweetwater vending machine. I think I'll send you a pic of it.
Smart.
I took one.
That's so smart. Why more venues should have that? Like if every weird bar in Portland can have a vending machine that has random fucking shit in
it,
like
stuff you'll need for a gig. So they had I thought that was so fucking cool. They have like so much
strings, bags of picks.
Absolutely. So they have Sweetwater vending machines at the venue and
in
Fort Wayne.
Sweetwater vending machine.
Very fancy shit. So yeah, so we enjoyed Fort Wayne. Yeah, there was a costume store and we ended up getting wigs. which started as a prank for our beloved Dave Burton. We thought it would be really funny if we we just constantly pranked him and just like thought of things like, what can we do to bother him today? And we thought it would be really funny if Lydia put on a fake beard and just like dressed up like this. So stupid. This is the stuff we think about driving 8 hours. Like, wouldn't it be really funny if like Lydia put on a fake beard and like dressed up like a man and just like walked backstage and be like, hello, I'm the promoter, Dale. Like, just go up to Dave, like, or just like walk around the halls with a fake beard, like dressed up like a man, and see how long it would take Dave to notice. And I said it would be like 4 seconds. It wouldn't even be worth it because like literally she'd walk in the room and be like, what the fuck are you doing, Lydia? But so like we're getting a fake beard. That's what we went there originally for. So we go to get a fake beard and it ended up we got wigs that made us look like the drive-by truckers and just like wearing them around all the time. And they started coming, the wigs came out like way too much. We started bringing them to the shows. The truckers were wearing the wigs that were supposed to look like their own hair, like wearing them like all around. It was a fucking disaster. So wigs and beards, like poor Dave Burton, like we just totally, like we were just on a pandemic, like we were just like, wow.
That's a terror.
We were terrorizing it. We were going wild. But yeah, so that was Fort Wayne, Sweetwater, wigs, car accidents, all that good shit.
Well, we should probably talk about why we're bringing up Dave.
Yeah, let's tell.
So as Michelle mentioned, Dave had a really bad stroke was it September?
Mm-hmm. I want to say, actually, yeah, it was September because it was right after we went and saw them at this whiskey festival here in Tennessee, and they were playing. It was while you were in LA.
Yeah.
So he was in LA.
Oh, right. That's
while
why
you were there. Come. So that's why I couldn't come. And I was gonna go, and I told him, I was threatening him that I was gonna come to LA. Come and get you, and not do. He always yells at me for leaving the merch table. So I was like giving him shit.
Fair. I mean, fair.
I'm a really like I don't mind doing merch, but when it's just me and Lydia, we get bored. And she doesn't like doing merch because she gets weirdos. So
yeah, she shouldn't be doing the merch.
So also, I do the merch, but then she's.
Yeah, but there should never just be one person at the merch booth. Also, it's like better to have 0 people at the merch booth. And
that's gonna give me another thing that I learned from Dave Burton. If you're a woman. Are your women on the tour? It was me and Lydia by ourselves the whole time, traveling by ourselves, working by ourselves. You get some fucking weirdos. And that's one thing Dave taught me is to utilize the fucking security people. I would never do that because I thought okay, I'm just not going to say there's a horrible man being terrifying cornering me at the merch booth and I can't get away. Nope. So I was just leaving the merch booth all the time because first of all, Lydia's bored. We wanted to go watch the band. And we're like, man, fuck it. Like, this is our pandemic. Wild and out tour, so we don't really care at this tour. Other tours, we made this new record, it's gonna be totally different, but so I would like try to I'm not very good at shutting people down, but Burton always was like, tell security that's
security what they're there for. Great at tell shutting the fucking people down.
Security people. And you know what, I finally during the last few days, because I got weirdos pretty much every night, but I finally started utilizing the security. And everything became so much smoother. And I've been doing this since I was 16 years old. I have never once utilized a security person. Yeah. So
I've never on my own accord utilized a security person, but once someone did on my behalf.
Right of it. I would always make Winston, the poor trucker's merch manager. He would always have to like talk to these weirdos, just trying to make them go away. And he's like the sweetest, quietest guy in the world. So I'm like, oh, my bodyguard, this extremely nice young man. I felt really bad. So utilize security. But yeah.
Back to Dave. Stroke. And, the thing about people in the music business is like health insurance doesn't fucking exist.
Absolutely. None of us, even the people that you would think would have it, do not. Yeah.
MusiCares is better than nothing.
It is.
But it's not significant. It's not like having real health insurance. It's not like you have what you would have if you had like a regular job that had out-of-pocket maximums and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you have a major event, which happens too often with musicians and people who work with musicians, the costs add up and they can ruin your fucking life.
And if you are out of work, and there's not you're not getting unemployment or like anything like that in the music industry. If something terrible happens, you are fucked.
Yeah.
You are absolutely fucked. So when Dave had this happen, a lot of us, that work with him have really rallied together. I know the Hold Steady is doing a lot of fundraisers.
Yeah, there's a shirt from the Hold Steady that says, "Who the fuck is Dave Burton?" I've ordered one. I know you have too.
I ordered one
think
too.
Lydia did this also.
And
so that's a great shirt. There's a GoFundMe. I'm going to link to both of those in the video description.
Also, the Hold Steady's recordings go to Dave as well.
Yes, the
Nashville and the
Bandcamp
Toronto.
ones.
Yeah, the Bandcamp ones.
Yeah,
And
so listen to those, download them, pay for them,
absolutely.
pay generously for them. It's a name your own price
all
situation.
Is going to go to Dave and giving him a full recovery, so he can be out there taking care of people like he took care of our dumbasses and, making things in indie rock run smoothly. That's what Dave Burton does, and we're going to help him get back out there so he can deal with my dumbass some more. And, so this was
Michelle's idea. Yeah, Michelle's idea.
We're doing a shirt, Emily, aren't we? We're doing a
shirt.
Offset
Dave Burton shirt. And it's available at getoffsetpodcast.com/shop, but Mitch, tell them about the design.
And it is gonna say Fangs. Get your own Fangs shirt. All proceeds will be going to the Dave Burton Recovery Fund.
Yeah,
so let's get this motherfucker back on his feet.
Amen. And I'm going to make a personal donation as well. All the Patreon funds of at least 1 month's worth of Patreon funds, I'll put toward that GoFundMe.
Woohoo!
Too. And the proceeds. So please pick up that shirt. It's a funny shirt.
Fangs.
In case you want, if you want to support a great person, but also don't want a shirt that says "Who the fuck is Dave Burton?" because you're asking yourself the same question.
And does it have fangs? Dave Burton has fangs.
Dave Burton has fangs.
Dave Burton has fangs. So include
very
that.
Very fanged man.
Yeah.
Well, I think we kind of got to wrap it. It's been a long.
Yeah, let's do it. I know we can't shut up.
We can't shut the fuck up now.
I can never shut
up. It's terrible.
Yep.
I don't want to either.
Well,
everybody out there, check out Michelle's music, Michelle Sullivan and the All Night Boys.
Check out Lydia Loveless as well.
Definitely check out Lydia Loveless.
Subscribe to the Lydia Loveless Patreon. We are working our asses off. Yeah, we're going to have our cooking show coming soon.
Ooh, you've been prepping for it, I know.
Where I've been learning how to cook. Lydia is teaching me her family
recipes. I want that
recipes.
Loveless lasagna.
Dude, that's good as shit. We're making Big Boys this week.
So the Big Boy's a burger.
Yeah, it's an Ohio specialty.
Yes.
So we're doing some Frisch's Big Boys this week.
Are you making your own tartar sauce?
No, fuck yeah, I am.
Nice.
We're doing the whole thing. So Lydia's teaching me how to cook. That's going to be coming up on. It's ridiculous. Sauce. It's filthy and horrible, and it's going to be fun. We're doing a Halloween episode live from her house next week. So
awesome. Ohio? She's still in Ohio?
Yeah, she's in Columbus. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to be going up there to. We're going to go to a haunted house and do some dumb shit. We made a record. We worked our asses off. So we're just doing
I'm excited for
shit.
that record.
It's going to be great.
I'm excited to hear it whenever it comes out.
Next year.
So everybody check those things out. Check out the Dave Burton links in the episode notes, description, whatever the fuck it is, wherever you're listening /watching. But yeah, basically to everybody out there, thanks for watching /listening. Thanks for understanding. Until next time, my name is Emily.
Goodbye. Oh, I'm Michelle. I'm good. Yeah, Michelle Sullivan. I think that's my name. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Bye, Amelia.
Bye, everybody. Bye, bitch.
All right, ready?
1, 2, 3.
That's us.